What is going on with modern supercar design? Seriously, some of these brands are overstyling things so hard that it makes us miss those clean, razor-sharp lines of the 90s. Take the new Lamborghini Temerario, for example. I look at the front of that car, and then I look at a Nissan Silvia S14 Kooky, and honestly, you'd have to be legally blind not to see the resemblance. It's like the S14 woke up one morning, hopped on a heavy cycle of steroids, and tried to squeeze into a slim-fit Italian suit. Back in the day, the S14 had those sharp, effortless I'm here eyes. The Temerario takes that exact same look, but slaps on hexagon DRLs and massive air intakes like it's screaming, "Look at me, I'm expensive and I have anger management issues." That natural 90s charisma is gone. It's like someone took the Silvia, put it through an Instagram filter, and cranked the contrast to 100%. Look, don't get me wrong, it's still a Lamborghini, and it's still packing a massive, glorious V8. We respect that. But in an era where design is supposed to be pushing boundaries and getting more sophisticated, we expect something truly unique and breathtaking. That's what all this complaining is about. If you keep putting out these overly simplified, safe designs, millionaires like me might just decide to keep our checkbooks closed. We want the drama, the art, the poster on the wall factor. Consider this a friendly warning, Lamborghini. Don't make us look elsewhere. We're watching. Modern designers have this obsession where if they see a blank space, they have to cut a hole in it for aerodynamics. Compared to the zen-like lines of the S14, it's just exhausting. But here's the real kicker. You walk around to the back of the car, and it's gorgeous. The high exit exhausts, that aggressive diffuser, the exposed engine. The rear is a total masterpiece. It makes you wonder, did the design team start from the back and just run out of time? Like they spent all their energy on the rear, and 2 hours before the deadline, someone shouted, "Guys, we forgot the front." And then some intern probably said, "Don't worry, I've got this S14 sketch in my drawer, let's just widen it by 6 inches and sprinkle some hexagons on it. No one will notice." There's literally no other explanation. Before we assume modern designers suddenly forgot how to draw cool cars, we should probably talk about the real culprit. Rules. Yeah, so many rules. Safety rules, emissions rules, noise rules, pedestrian impact rules. At this point, designing a supercar is less art school project and more escape room designed by lawyers. Those tall noses and chunky front ends aren't because someone thought, you know what this Lamborghini needs? More minivan energy. They're there because the car has to be survivable for both the driver and the unlucky pedestrian who meets it at low orbit speed. Modern supercars aren't shaped by designers. They're shaped by air. Invisible, judgmental, physics-powered air. At 300 km/h, air stops being a gentle breeze and starts behaving like wet concrete trying to rip your face off. Every vent, slit, tunnel, and weird origami fold is there because a computer said, if you remove this, the car will attempt flight. In the 90s, you could make a car look fast and then just hope for the best. Today, if your CFD model disapproves, your beautiful sketch goes straight to the recycling bin. Also, modern V8 supercar is often code for V8 plus an entire hybrid science project. Batteries, inverters, cooling systems, high voltage wiring. It's basically a laptop farm strapped to an engine. All of that stuff generates heat, and heat needs airflow, and airflow needs holes. Suddenly, your sleek sculpture turns into Swiss cheese with a driver's seat. The car isn't bulky because designers wanted it to look like it skipped leg day. It's bulky because it's carrying a small electrical grid. Back in the day, a supercar could be someone's slightly unhinged dream. Today, it's also a quarterly report. Platforms are shared, parts are standardized, and accountants hover nearby like concerned chaperones. Yes, you can design a wild new body, but can you do it using the same door hinges as 3 other models and without upsetting manufacturing? Radical shapes cost money. Smooth, simple surfaces are cheaper to produce and easier to certify. Sometimes, minimalist is just corporate for please don't bankrupt us. There's another uncomfortable truth. Most people will experience these cars through a phone screen. Designers know this, so they add bold lighting signatures, high contrast shapes, and simple surfaces that read instantly in a thumbnail. In the 90s, cars were designed to look good blasting past you on a highway. Today, they're designed to look good paused on someone's feed between a gym selfie and a recipe video. But here's the thing. Maybe Lamborghini and the rest of the industry don't actually need some massive design revolution. Maybe the answer is much simpler than that. A few cleaner lines here, a slightly calmer front end there, and suddenly the whole car starts breathing again. The ingredients are already there. Insane performance, incredible engineering, and some of the best designers on the planet. Sometimes all it takes is knowing when to stop adding things. Because the truth is, great car design often lives in the small details. The shape of a headlight, the angle of a fender, the way a body line flows from the front wheel all the way to the rear. The cars we still admire from the 90s weren't successful because they were complicated. They were successful because every line had a purpose, and every surface knew when to stop. So maybe the next truly iconic supercar won't be the one with the most vents, the most wings, or the most aggressive lighting signature. Maybe it'll be the one brave enough to step back for a second. To simplify things, sharpen the proportions, and let the design speak instead of shout. Now I'm curious what you think. Do modern supercars actually look better, or do you also feel like something from the 90s design era still hasn't been matched? Let me know in the comments which car you think will still look amazing 30 years from now. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.